Yes, good morning, Sylvia. So welcome this morning to the program. Bystanders at the Newsstands. I am Christian Chuku. It's a weekend in the city of Lagos. Yes, sir. We have the newspaper review this morning, and you're welcome. Today is the 22nd of October 2022, and we are here to get people respond and give their opinion, the view, contributions on the newspaper reports that we have this morning. I have the Saturday Punch newspaper with me. I also have the Saturday Sun, the Saturday Punch, and the Saturday Sun. We are going to be looking at various topics this morning. Let's start with the Saturday Sun. The main headline on the Saturday Sun this morning: opposition mounts against INEC chairman. Opposition mounts against INEC chairman, and it's believed to be from the ruling party. Politicians afraid of BVAS. There's plot to instigate senators for possible vote of no confidence. There's a plot to instigate senators for a possible vote of no confidence. Option of calling for change of guard on card. Option of calling for the change of guard on card. Yes, let's look at other reports. Tinubu unveils action plan, says no room for experiment. Tinubu unveils action plan, says there's no room for experiment. Obasanjo, Amici, others, Sean, APC, PCC inauguration. And here below the paper, we have the governor of River State, Nyesom Ezenwo Wike, receiving a plaque for Distinguished Award in Infrastructure delivery from President Muhammadu Buhari during the maiden edition of the Nigeria Excellence Awards in Public Service at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, on Friday. Apostle Suleiman escapes death. 3 policemen, 4 others killed as gunmen attack the cleric's convoy. Apostle Suleiman escapes death. 3 policemen, 4 others killed as gunmen attack the cleric's envoy. Wike Umahi 14 governors back federal government awards on projects. Hope not lost on reconciliation with Wike and others. That's coming from the PDP. On flooding, Jonathan's country home submerged in water. Flooding, Jonathan's country home submerged. Soros tear as floods spread doom in Niger Delta communities. Pandev tells Buhari to visit Bayelsa, Delta, and River State. On Kano, we are working with presidency on political solution to free Kano. That's from Basilike Amici. We are working with the presidency on political solution to free Kano. What about the verdict of the court? How are we going to be looking at the political solution when the court has given a verdict? Federal government's policies pushing Igbo out of Nigeria. Ezife, federal government's policies pushing the Igbo out of Nigeria. Ohanese Afenifere, MBF, others knocks the federal government. Let's look at the Saturday Punch this morning. On Tinubu, I will take Nigeria to greatness. Tinubu vows. Buhari's promises to lead campaign, says ex-governor capable. Yes, how gunmen opened fire on my convoy. That's from Apostle Suleiman. 3 cops, 4 others killed in attack. Yes. Federal government main headline on the Punch, the Saturday Punch newspaper this morning. Federal government budgets 13.8 billion naira for Obasanjo, Jonathan, IBB, Atiku, and others. Federal government budget 13.8 billion naira for Obasanjo, Jonathan IBB Atiku, and others. Retired HOS permanent secretary to get 10.5 billion. Retired head of states permanent secretaries to get 10.5 billion. Huge pensions for ex-leaders, insensitive, wasteful. That's from CSOs and economists. Federal government's debt to hit 51.24 trillion over 8.4 trillion naira fresh loan. Federal government's debt to hit 51.24 trillion naira over 8.4 trillion naira fresh loan. Adeleke will sack Oyetola's 12,000 newly employed workers. That is coming from the PDP. Adeleke will sack Oyetola's 12,000 newly employed workers. This is coming from the PDP. Sanwo-Olu almost denied second-term ticket. We beg Tinubu can chairman. Sanwo-Olu almost denied second-term ticket. We begged Tinubu. That's from the CAN chairman. Yes, why I put houses for sale to raise 5 million naira ransom for my abducted children. Scrap dealer. Yes, let's look at other reports. Please, there's a link that we posted online this morning. Be part of the call in. Click on that link so that you can be part of the program. Yes. Obuan, Eriki, good morning. I can see you. Emmanuel, Ebogu, good morning. Agwebe Mafidon, yes, a great guy. Good morning. Yes, Eric Info, good morning. You're welcome. Welcome to the program this morning. Bystanders and instance. Yes, let's start with. Good morning.
Let him come. Let us discuss.
Good morning, my chicos.
Yeah, good morning, esteemed viewers, and it's a great pleasure to be alive among the living.
Yeah, this morning.
I know. I'm certain that Kule may have had nightmares, and you see, he cannot stand the pressure anymore.
Okay, federal government budgets 13.8 billion naira for Obasanjo, Jonathan, IBB, Atiku, and others.
That is no money. What is 13.8 billion?
You have it.
No, to those people who have stolen trillions of dollars. So 13 point something billion is nothing. What is 13 point something billion naira? These are people.
They already made. They have investments.
They only made, and that's what I'm saying. People that worth billions of dollars. You are talking of 13.8. This one is not enough for them to feed their dogs. So maybe it's a budget for the government of Nigeria is budgeting to feed their dogs and pets in their house. So this is nothing to gain any attention.
That means over the years you have been spending such amount of money.
Yes, with the billions they have stolen from the public coffers, they are still being considered in terms of budgeting. You see, Nigeria deliberately also continue to accommodate them in what should have been given to, over 20 million out of school students. You are still giving people who have destroyed this country. The country is what it is today because of their irresponsibility when they are in governance, not just this administration. Every past administration since 1960 should be held responsible. And that is, of course, they have succeeded in destroying Nigeria. And you can no longer, of course, build on what they have already damaged. That is what we are here. A bag of rice is 43,000 now. Maybe people will begin to eat human flesh. And they are still budgeting 40, what is 43,000 as of this one. You say me 40,000. Did you go market? You that is a budget.
I bought rice somewhere. The woman said bag of rice.
When did you buy it?
That was last week.
You see, last week. You see, even as you are standing now, you may have gotten to 45,000. Something you bought last week, it may be last 2 weeks, because you are not certain whether it is last week or not. But you are just speculating. As of yesterday night, 43,000. in Nigeria, unheard of, unimaginable. Then it means with people working under federal government cannot buy a bag of rice for the whole year. You will be budgeting with 30,000 naira minimum wage. Can you buy a bag of rice? No. Is it possible to buy a bag of rice? Apply for a bag of rice with your transportation allowance, feeding allowance. No, this one now. It is a killing wage. It's a suicide wage. Buhari, the government of Nigeria is paying suicide wage. And soon, of course, it will go round.
We have flooding all over Nigeria, and if such amount of money is spent around the states, I think will be even the dam. If such amount of money is spent on building that dam, they were supposed to build over the years.
Just imagine you are budgeting for Atiku. You can imagine. Atiku that Obasanjo said, in as much as I don't agree with Obasanjo, because in one of the problems, you are still budgeting for Obasanjo. Obasanjo and Yar'Adua carted away about 2.something billion. Musa Yar'Adua in about 1976 or thereabout. They are the first people that moved money out of Nigeria. This is their oil money. We are still budgeting for them. Look at Jonathan. You know what is everybody? That's the housekeeper of Jonathan. When he said she was packing money, she could only pack about $10 million. You see, $10 million. You had the saga then, and everything was carpeted. That a housekeeper carted away $10 million. And you are still celebrating Jonathan. That Jonathan is Father Christmas or Jesus of Oyibo.
Okay, Jonathan's country home.
It's madness. Honestly,
there's flooding in Jonathan's country home. That is okay. It has been submerged in water.
Why wouldn't it be submerged? Somebody who refused to act, who refused to do the needful. You see, who is moved by wickedness. If he has done or completed that dam, which should have added to the national grid, they said that dam would have generated over 300 megawatts. And Nigeria is still struggling with 3 megawatts. In fact, it has just reduced to 1 megawatt. Do you have light yesterday? There was no light.
I was surprised.
Is this since yesterday?
There was no light.
I mean, it's a surprise. You see, that would have added 300 megawatts to the national grid. But they refuse to do it. See? And now it's causing the death of innocent people. Innocent citizens. Now it has gotten to Kano. I never thought it would go to Kano. You see, and they say over 70 people died just this weekend. 70 people. As a result of negligence, irresponsibility, and misplacement of priority on the same people who have been gross beneficiary of this flawed system. And you expect, where is that nationality? Where is that patriotism?
I don't think they believe in Nigeria.
God bless you. For the first time, Christian Chukwu is saying, is agreeing with me that Nigeria is a deadly system.
They believe in Nigeria.
They don't believe in Nigeria. That is the truth. It's not an issue of contemplating. How can you tell me you believe in your own country? You are a patriotic Nigeria. And you stole Nigeria, you destroyed the Nigerian future. Huh? Something that would have saved life now is destroyed. Look at poor farmers that went and borrowed money, bought fertilizer. Their whole farm has been submerged. You see?
It was a poultry that lost over 3,000 beds.
3,000, you can imagine. Then who will pay them compensation?
There's no loan.
It means
from the federal government.
Which loan? Government will give you loan. You are not connected.
You are your own.
You are your own. You can't imagine. You should not be appreciating why you should have denounced Nigeria. Maybe after today you will make up your mind to denounce Nigeria, because
why are you particular about
no, the likes of Kunle will never see the truth about Nigeria.
the Yoruba nation?
Who is the Yoruba nation? Somebody that is going for campaign for his father.
I did not see him.
Huh?
I've not
He's
seen
going for today. He said that his campaign in Maryland.
him.
As he said, he will be leaving for there now. That is, he telling him that
He
he
will come
want to
and
leave.
defend himself.
No, he said it, and he might, of course, possibly deny it because he's facing the camera. But the truth is already, of course, all over him. He can't deny it when somebody is saying the truth
Okay.
or when somebody is lying. So Jonathan should have been in prison by now. Jonathan should have been in prison by now. You see? All of them, Obasanjo should have been in the prison. You see? Even Buhari should from there enter prison self because you know say they should open the prison door for him because maybe okay ICC will do that better. But I don't know where he's going. He's not returning to Daura. Where are you going to Daura to do? When under your watch, thousands, hundreds of thousands of Nigerians died as a result of negligence and irresponsibility on the part of the government, who has an oversight, who controls our commonwealth at his own expense, at the expense of the people, at his own leisure. So you can imagine a bag of rice. Just today is October 22nd. By December it will be 100,000. You see? But then I will be searching for Kunle. I don't know who will buy him. You see? Because it will be a survival of the fittest. And it means you can spend your the whole year without buying it. You can budget for 3 years without buying a bag of rice. And now, let me say it. This time, I must take it personal. And you should hold me by my words. You see, I'm very prepared. Maybe after this meeting, I'm going to meet and sit with the CEO. And I believe he's understanding. He's a man of understanding. I probably will go to with Kunle because I know that Kunle it involves Owoda. So what I'm going now is about Owoda, and Kunle he has the experience of Owoda. I haven't learned from his master Tinubu.
Okay,
I would have preferred going with David, but David is a stammerer as I am. He might be discussing with the CEO. I might give him a head, and he thought another thing. You see, while trying to express himself. I know he's a stammerer, but I will probably go with Mr. Raf. You know, Mr. Raf, we don't need fire. You know, he's already fire. So by the time I call him, he should prepare for fire service because we are ready for anything. Fire.
Okay.
This season now, let us dabaru everything. You see, you must give us our own share.
Want to scatter Nigeria?
No, we can start Nigeria wherever we can start from your own Jerusalem. You see, unless there will be an intervention. Well, I don't think, of course, Funigas will mediate into this issue. It's a personal issue. She stay aside, except he can guarantee us
Remember,
any defense.
Apostle Suleiman escaped death. Too.
Not even myself, I escaped death. That's why I'm here today. You see, I don't know people that are after my life now. People that have offended. I mean, not because there is any reason for that. You see, because I'm saying the truth. They are not happy. If I escape, the kind of death where I escape now, not be small. The death of hunger, the death of no basic health facility. You see, the death of a family of 5. You know what it takes to an individual to feed, for upkeep. So the kind of death where I don't escape, not be small.
Having children.
And I still have the very articulative stand here for how many hours and still with energy, burning energy. Can match the kind of death where I escape. No, it passed that of our Apostle Suleiman. Okay. You see, but the issue is that unfortunately, this government or this country is such a callous state that does not value human life. Imagine 7 people died for what? The life you cannot give, you are taking. I think that the God who created this life will see you with good
eyes. Are you blaming
eyes.
the federal government because you are saying this government does not value human life? Are you saying that it is the government?
It should have started with the government. If the government value human lives, you should have built a dam that will, stop this disaster. It is not a natural disaster. It is a national disaster, orchestrated and intentionally carried out by the negligence of those in the corridor of power. Not just this administration. So my sympathy goes to those who lost their life. You see, they are survivors of yesterday. Unfortunately, become the victims of today.
There's this one question. They asked the question: did he escape by bulletproof car or anointing oil?
Well, I was not there to.
Okay, you didn't look at it.
I was not there. Maybe I think.
They say you're a pastor. You need to answer it.
By anointing oil.
That kind of escape. That's kind.
No, what I have to say here, to be frank, when there is wickedness in the land and you refuse to shout out, the Bible says, woe to them that are at ease in Zion. If those who, unfortunately, should have spoken to the power that be. You see, when people are hungry, you see, the likes of Kunle can do undo. You see, you can't underestimate what he can do. Because the level of anger in his face now, he might wake me somewhere and ask people to mob me. And will me. And the fortunate thing is you cannot will somebody that is dead already. You see, unless you want to fight with a corpse, with a spirit. So it's unfortunate. Now, whatever goes around comes around. Today is the turn of Suleiman. But what thank God is God spared his life. But I know he has been a good man. His contribution to the society. I know he has placed many people in a free education, which the government has not done to its own citizens. He has opened several eatery free where you can walk in and eat. You see, free of charge. You see, people who see his own bad aspect and refuse to commend his own good, heart to humanity, should not be blind. So Apostle Suleiman has done what Sultan of Sokoto have never attempted to do.
No. Yeah.
No, even with the oil where they have.
Okay.
You see? So we should also consider that, not just blaming the pastors and clergymen. You see? They have done so many. I know about Redeem. They have given over 2 million or 1.5 million indigent students scholarship. They have built, of course, these several hospitals. You see? They have created several, what are you saying? Which one they don't contribute? Okay. So they have contributed to humanity. What the government itself cannot do. Is it because they are not publishing it? Most of the Christian establishments and churches are doing exceptionally well.
Underground.
Underground. Okay. You see, I'm witness to that. I have attest to that. Okay. Most of the dialysis centers, functional dialysis centers, were built by Christians, churches. Why your government is borrowing over 40 trillion naira? There is no basic facility. You can't go now and get headache. As I'm talking now, headache is worrying me.
Okay, thank you very much.
And you think that headache cannot result to something else. You see?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi Chigozie. I have Mr. Kunle Otumba. Kunle, good morning, Mr. Otumba.
Yeah,
Kunle.
good morning, Christian. Happy weekend.
Same to you.
And keep the good work going on. We appreciate.
Yeah. Let's start with the Suleiman case.
Let me start with Chigozie. Okay. I think Chigozie is frustrated. I don't know. He needs help. This same person, under Jonathan, he was one of the unit leader of PDP, collecting money. Jonathan was sharing the money. They said PDP shared the money. Now you wine and dine with someone. Now that person yesterday, now today the person is a bad guy. He campaigned for Jonathan, campaign for anytime you want to.
Mr. Kunle,
anytime.
Campaign for Buhari, Abi?
Yeah, I didn't deny it.
Let's just do that.
Yes, but the same angle I'm going to, you don't need to deny that you are part of and parcel of people that the scrum that Jonathan was dropping them, you people were not partaker of it. You get what I'm saying? You can't be a lion in your room and want to be tiger outside. You see, I'm just telling them, and I'm telling them because they should bring evidence of me collecting any money. I've never collected a dime. That's why I can criticize anybody, right? Yeah. So that's a part.
Federal government budget 13.8 billion naira.
That's a madness. That is madness. There's a song, fellas. Mobutu say for suck them dry. Babangida say for suck us dry. Obasanjo said, they are just trying to suck the masses dry. They are sucking us dry with this 13 point something billion naira. You know, if you become a president of Nigeria in just one day, you don't even need to steal. You award contracts. They are always
Kickback.
kickback. And what all of them operate on is a blind trust. They will pick one person from nowhere who will start fronting for them. Any goodies that they want to give them, the person will stand in for them. Yes, that's
Front
blind
for them.
trust. Yes, to
And
front.
they give that person contract.
Contract, yes.
Position.
They may not even give him directly. It will be dealing with the contractor.
They stood for them.
If they stood for them. That's what has been happening. These guys they left the seats. All of them left the seat as multi-billionaires.
Multi-billionaires.
Multi-billionaires. We know about what's it called? This plane, the airline now. What's that airline that is flying now? Nigerian airline.
Nigeria Airways.
Airpiece. We know about Airpiece. We know people behind Airpiece. We know people. Look at imagine Otafan there. After some years, they are still using government.
What do they need this money
until
for?
I don't know whether they will take it to heaven or take it to. Look at the other man, the retired military man, our General Baby. Can never suffer. His next generation can never suffer.
And
before they
age,
acquire.
it does not need more than 50 million.
Before they acquire. Before they acquire. With what they acquire, you know. So to me, anybody that is proposing this budget, he himself must be mad. Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are in hunger. They are hungry. Nigerians are in pain. They are still putting ex-president budgets, showing us what they will be offering them, what they will be entitled to. People that their next generation with what they've stolen from Nigeria, with what they've taken. Don't let me even say stolen now. What they've taken.
The landed properties they have, with the investment they have.
We have one of them.
Home and abroad.
We have one of them that all the 86 states of federation, his presence is there. His farm presence is there. We have another one that has no company, and is eating money, is living fine in his hilltop. And mind you, they build hilltop for them.
Yeah.
After retirement, they build hilltop for each one of them. Julius Berger is in charge of that.
I want to ask, if the salary of a president is 1 million naira, and for 4 years you're having 96 million, I will see politicians spending billions for elections. Does that make sense?
Thank you.
For 4 years, your salary is not up to 100 million.
Thank you
And
very
you're
much.
spending billions.
They can only make law for us. But the law does not even, the law does not even
Apply
work
to
for them, apply to them. The law they make for us, that's why I always tell you there are two laws. The laws for the riches and the law for the poor. These guys only, courts that can checkmate them. That's the code of conduct tribunal. Before they come in, they will ask them to declare their assets. But the code of conduct tribunal that we are having, are they effective? Are they just not rubber stamp? Because they have a right. Yes, the law is there, but it's not working. They inserted it that any president that wants to come in must declare his asset. Then the asset will now be with the code of conduct. How much you worked before you became a president, the president of Nigeria? How much you worked before you became the governors of the state? How much you worked before you became a senator, a minister?
Even local government chairman.
Local government chairman. But we have a code of conduct tribunal that have closed their eyes against all this. So that I don't know. You see, in a country of a prodigal country like Nigeria, you should be expecting all this. These people don't need this money. Even if it is charity home, they take all this money.
Look at the flooding.
Orphanage home, even if this budget they are making, if it is just to help the state that's affected with the flooding.
Even Jonathan's country home.
It's submerged. That's the payment. That's the payback. That's the payback.
His country home.
You see, God is not sleeping. No. God is not sleeping. God is fighting for us. Because God bless us with everything. The land is blessed. But the leaders are the problem. And it's just continuity. That's we say that restructuring of the what's it called constitution, referendum. Let's put it on the table. All this mess won't be happening. It won't be happening. 13 point something billion naira, and somebody is budgeting to 13 point something billion naira. Some people's houses have been submerged with flood. Some people don't even know where the 1 square meal will come from. Is this not callous? This is callosity of the highest order.
Is it not callosity on the part of the citizens?
That's what I'm saying. But we ourselves, the role we're supposed to play, we are not playing it.
That's what I'm saying.
We are to those side. So we just only shout. When you shout, the hands, and we are the ones supporting. I'm included likewise. I will tell you what we are doing is totally wrong. We should fight for our own survival before these guys. We come here, we say Tinubu. We come here, you say Obi. We come here. Some people even want to die because of these people. You see one tribal guy again. I say you come here, you talk Tinubu. You come here, you talk Obi. You say, why am I giving Obi as? Is this the kind of youth I want to shape this? You know what? Nigeria can never be okay. Once we have the set of this kind of youth, they are tribal blinded. Okay. If you say you should fight a cost now, it's people like this that are exempt my brother. My brother is one of them. My brother is not that of them. Okay. As I am now, the way they want to toll now, you know, I told you I'm Emilokon. I'll go for the rally this morning. I'm going to the rally. If it is that way, let us go.
Where's that?
Maryland, from Maryland down to Ikeja down to Computer Village. You know, he has said it. Everybody has to vote who his brother or who he likes. To me, blackmailing from all these fellow youths, character assassination, you find it in there.
Okay.
I've never come here to defend person without any facts. I've never come here to say any. But in their own mouth, you see a lot of defamation. You see a lot of character assassination. You see a lot of blackmailing. They blackmailing me here several times. This our member of the Flip TV. But they want to come for equity. You know, they want to come for equity, but not with a clean hand.
Okay, let's look at Apostle Suleiman.
I was attacked. You know, only God knows where that attack came from. But he has been crying loud, you know, one lady has been crying loud that he has an issue. You see, the most dangerous country now to live in now is Nigeria. Because people are frustrated. And frustration has led to do or die lifestyle. So for people that decided to target a man of God, there must have been something fishy. It may be political. It may be, you know, he said something about Tinubu, that people should, you know, give their support to Tinubu. That one alone might trigger hatred. You see, it has turned to politics of bitterness. Me, myself, say, I'm bold, I will still stand by mine. If it comes today, say that the election will hold, right? Instead of sitting down at home, I will turn my vote for Tinubu. And why that? They tell me now, they gang up against you. I've witnessed, I'm a victim of blackmailing. And blackmailing is one of the deep, you know, serious accusation one can give to someone. It can demoralize someone. It can give somebody depression. That's if you're not strong. I've been blackmailed here several times about all these supporters of all this the Labour Party. They have been blackmailed. There's no name they've not called me. You are witness today. To the extent that they are entering my family. They are all watching me. They know where I stay. If I yarn, they know. If I eat, they know. The politics supposed to trend to that level. I think on civilization, that's what is happening here.
Okay, there are questions online whether it is the bulletproof that saved the Apostle Suleiman or
nobody knows. I can't answer that. You see, his problem. I mean, let the people that can investigate that, you know where to direct his. People know where to direct the question to, because it's a kind of attempt homicide, or it's attempt murder. So he knows who has been against him for a while. to track them is quite easy. Who are the people you have issue with? Who are the people that have been saying? That's why it's always not good to be telling somebody will die, which I'm telling these people. They said Tinubu will soon die. Yeah, his hand is shake. Is that politics campaign for? Is that political campaign for God's sake? I now switch over and say that same person that you say is bad, that is going to be my own candidate. Because these guys, you are hatred of humanity. And politics, the way they play, you play civilized politics. And one guy, Yari Obatu, that one needs to be educated and enlightened. I don't know how he found himself to where he is now. Maybe he's just a street boy there, who knows?
Okay, Wike Umahi, 14 governors back federal government awards on projects.
Sure. A blind man.
I think I can vouch for Wike and Umahi.
Oh my. But they included Dakwa Abiodun. But I don't know how his name got in there. Because Lagos Abeokuta road. But he tried though, he worked, they say he worked internally. In the he did a lot of internal, roads, projects. But they said, show me the way to your house. So that we know the kind of person you are. If the way to your house is so muddy, it's full of photos, it's full of people coming to see you. When they get to your house, how your entrance way to your house be like this, and you have a fine house. That's what is happening to Ogun State government. It's doing an internal project in Abeokuta in Ijebu. But the road to that may discourage people even from paying you a visit. So to me, they added that part. But I don't know. He did well within the internal district. But what is happening to that?
The only PDP governor.
MJ road. Thank God you passed. Anytime I pass through that road, I'm coming back, I'll fall sick. And this is a state that has
Agbado crossing. Have you gone to Agbado crossing?
That one,
I don't think that is Nigeria.
Listen, don't even go that place. Suicide road. That's a suicide road.
Only God knows how they will cope when they rain.
I mean, I pity. People are suffering in this country. It's the headquarters of sufferheads. This country, I'm telling you.
I would like to go there and make a coverage of that place, but it is not accessible.
It's not. We did this one. Yeah. You remember?
Yeah.
We keep complaining, and they listen. Hopefully, maybe they will listen to that Agbado crossing.
It's not accessible.
But we'll still try. Okay. What makes you an investigator?
No. I'm just telling you.
You beat all the odds. If you want to go, please, I'm available.
You're available.
I'm available. Please, because we need to be telling these people it's our Commonwealth money they are spending. Nobody bring any money to Aso Rock, bring any money to the State House. And mind you, there was one spokesperson of Jonathan that told us that there's demon in Aso Rock. It's not only Ruben Abati told us there's demon in the Aso Rock. It's not only demon that has Aso Rock that has demon. The government houses, all of them, you could see, they are always eager to build new government houses, and this. They only God know what they plant there after building it. Why? Long
Oyetola, a few days leaving office, he employed 12,000 workers.
That's the state.
12,000.
That's my state governor. But it's confused. Since he lost the election, he's getting confused. How can you make yourself governors of civil servants alone? Say Osun is a civil servant state. But how about the other masses that you're supposed to impact? Let them say impartation of your governance. He lost that election and he deserved it. He deserved to lose that election. The last time I went to, when I went for burial of my mom, I did some sampling opinion. Who do you want? Who do you think? They mentioned one Baba Wale, or was it for Baba Wale? They mentioned Adeleke. His name was missing. If you have done the good thing, the people will stick by you. Whether during the raining weather, during the sun, they will stick by you. But he failed woefully, and it disgraced his party. Being there for how many years? 4 years. You could not even bring loyalty from the people. You could not gain people's loyalty. That means you are not worthy of being there.
12,000. Is he trying to siphon money?
You see, 12,000 people he employ. It's like payback
to his agents.
No,
His loyalists.
It's loyalist, and it's like to hunt this incoming administration, to hurt them, to hurt this incoming administration. We want to create liability for them. It's more or less like oil subsidy now. This oil subsidy. Nobody wants to remove subsidy. This present government doesn't want to remove subsidy because they know the implication that will come with it.
Okay.
They know the implication, and that is why when Jonathan said he's going to remove it, you see the opposition that came with it. To the extent people went to Ojota, I was monitoring it, and I was not happy that they want to remove that because El-Rufai, or what's it called, the Sanusi came out and said $12 billion has been taken away from our external reserve. And it was the governor of Central Bank then. That news really pissed me off. That news really saddened me.
Okay.
That was why, and I support those people by, it was getting out of hand. Jonathan, I've never seen where somebody would protest and say, okay, let us go back home to go and stock our house. Is that a protest? The protest was led by, what's it called? Tunde Bakare and Co. Right? Then Mubani, all of them. Now, you are protesting. You now send people back home for the weekend, go and stock your house. Before they came back the next Monday, soldiers have invaded. Everybody ran, but give it to these two men, two senior citizens. You remember this Braithwaite? Barrister Tunde Braithwaite, yes. And this other man from the East, erudite lawyer, I want to remember him. They tear gas them now. The soldiers tear gas them. The president then has to apologize. Okay. So it's been a country of one problem today, exactly. Two problems tomorrow, three problems the next day. We keep facing. There's no day you come in, you see any, nice news to listen to or nice stories to read.
Buy drink for me yesterday. I did not see you again. Buy drink for me.
Okay.
Buy drink. Pepsi.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. David. Good morning, Mr. David.
I don't understand. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Christian Chukwu. Very wonderful morning to you.
Yeah.
Blessed weekend to our viewers here in Nigeria and in diaspora. And to those that have been throwing jabs at each other. Good morning to everyone.
This is how you carry book like this. You want to give us a... This is how you carry book.
Election all this now. I will strategize.
Okay.
You know my way election.
Okay.
I will strategize now on how to loot.
Politicians are afraid of BVAS. There's a plot to instigate a vote of no confidence on that BVAS.
I actually don't know the function of that BVAS, but actually so I cannot really give details of what I don't know.
BVAS is where the results are registered.
Where the results are, okay, when
the results are inputted.
Okay.
And when it gets into that BVAS, at the polling unit, no Jupiter can manipulate it.
Can tamper with it. In this part of the world, our politicians will not always want processes, will not abide to processes that will improve our electionary system. They are always used to rigging, whereby one miscreant send one miscreant to go there and start slapping people. So whatever dynamics change you bring into our electoral process, our electoral process will not be welcome. So that's why, and then again, whatever. So if majority of them pass a vote of no confidence at it in the House of Assembly, that means they will have their stance. But now, thank God, INEC has said no going back on BVAS. Either you vote against it or you vote in support of it. Now, thank God, the INEC chairman has been his stance, and then kudos to that, so that at least there could be sanity in our electoral processes, so that at least our votes can be counted, so that you can be voted for, and then you can have the right to vote and be voted for. Kudos to INEC now on this.
So the agents have been advised. I don't know whether you're going to be working as an agent. So they have been advised that at the polling units, after you finish voting, the results, when the NYC man or whoever is in charge wants to take a picture of
Club
the
members.
results, make sure you watch him so that they will not go and put on that result.
It has always been so. It has always been like
No, in
that.
case in a
Or
polling
never.
unit,
No, 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 no.
somebody might just write the result somewhere
It has
else.
always been like that.
And when you say, hey, you have won, they can take a picture for another.
It has always been like that. Most persons have always been watching closely, but these politicians still find way to manipulate
But it will be difficult
the
this time
process. But this time with this emergence of beavers and then with the shop beavers, I think that's why politicians are now having sleepless nights. Sleepless nights because they are looking for a way to manipulate these beavers again. And thank God the allied chairman has made a stance and said no way, no going back about these beavers. So Nigerians will watch closely. Nigerians will be at the polling units. So nobody will manipulate the process come 2023. The results at the polling unit would always reflect the choice of people and the will of the people.
Okay, now let's look at Wike Umahi, 14 governors, even Dakwa Abiodun, bag federal government awards on projects.
Dakwa Abiodun, which governor? Ogun State governor. Now, if he gave award
to that Ojodu,
if he had given award to Wike, fine, that one is.
I think he's the only PDP governor that is.
Now, Umahi accepted, but for the inclusion of Dakwa Abiodun, my brother, the national disaster, Nairo, Dakwa Abiodun, even the resident of the state, citizen, indigenous of the state, are lamenting that when it comes to infrastructure, Dakwa is the worst governor in Nigeria. Maybe because of party sentiment, the president has to include his name. Does it make sense?
I think we are having almost all APC governors.
And they've all worked. Even Sanwo-Olu too. Got and work.
Yes.
Hope today there. It's a work on development. So what would that be say? When the president has found them fit to give them an award. And don't forget, Wike is also an ally of the opposition party now. So
ally?
Yes, now
Convince
not
me.
working for them.
Convince me. How does it work?
It's not working for them. As they paying them, I have been forgetting that. As they paying them, they sweet us. As they sweet us, they paying them. I have been forgetting. Hey, Shabbat. Now, why do you think the governor of Lagos State invited him to Lagos? So many APC governors have been winning Wike. So now Wike now on his own, he's a member of the opposition. Sorry, of the winning party.
The winning party.
Of the ruling party. Which winning? Of the ruling party. Because among all the governors of the opposition, it's only Wike that made that list. Fine, kudos to him. He deserves that award. But for the inclusion of Dakwa Abiodun and Sanwo-Olu, it showed that award to me is just useless. It's useless. Sanwo-Olu bag an award on infrastructure. Where's the infrastructure? Dakwa bag an award on infrastructure. Now, if you even speak about Umahi, fine, he did well. Wike did well. But for Dakwa Abiodun, inclusion and Sanwo-Olu, that means that award is useless.
Okay. Let's look at the 13.8 billion naira budgeted for Obasanjo, former head of state and permanent secretary, Jonathan Ibe and two others.
PAMSEC.
Yeah, permanent secretary, yes.
My brother, if you don't do away with this filthy constitution, it will consume us. It will surely consume us. It will surely consume us. Because I don't say so by those. See, it's a public office. You want to serve. You have intentions of serving people, not looting the people.
Now, why have something that you're doing before you vie for president?
Why the office? It is very understandable that these people need to be paid, but not after your tenure in office. You don't need pension. Pension for what? This is not a career. If it is civil service, fine. It is what understandable because this is a career. It's politics. It's politician. Are they career men?
No.
They are not career men. So you don't budget for people who are not career men and women. But if it's for palm sake, it is what understandable because you've worked for 35 years. You've served for 35 years. And it's a career. But now you come in for just for 4 years, become governor. 8 years, you become governor. After 8 years, you go. And now still getting money at the expense of taxpayers' money. That is so absurd. That is nonsense. If you say you budget money for career women in the civil service because it's a career, these people get promoted, fine. But not at the expense of one person go do 4 years. You give them billions. One person do 8 years. You give them billions. My brother, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. This is just an avenue. There are so many pressing issues that need urgencies that the government needs to look into. That the government of the lead to look into. Now it will even help us with this cost of governance. It will, because if you start now, my brother, don't forget, before 2030, we have about like 15 former head of states or more than. Now, the budget keeps increasing, keep piling up. And now, and then also, don't forget, the Senate said every 4 years, you should always give them new cars for all the old past presidents. So that means if you have about 100 ex-former presidents, so you budget for 100 exotic cars at the expense of taxpayers' money, where the ordinary man cannot access good healthcare center, cannot access good water, you cannot construct good roads. Even the opposition, see my brother, I tell you now, who will stop it? No president that will come on board will stop it, except Showore. Showore has that mind to stop this nonsense. This man would always become.
I would love Showore.
I would want Showore because
all of them
in the sense that Showore has never been in the corridors of power.
And it seems he has a grudge.
Yes, all of them. Showore dislike them. You see what he told Setima. He told him one-on-one, he said, is that how your principal wants to rule Nigeria? Sending you, Shetima, to come and speak for him. Shetima, you're not supposed to be seated here. You're supposed to be seated in the back. He has the heart of a lion. But all this one, when they find themselves as president, my brother, nobody can stop it. My brother, see, in this part of the world, Nigeria has been plugged into debt. Now we still have huge amount of money, a certain amount of money still being
yes, federal government's debt to hit 51.24 trillion naira.
Now, the debt, one of those things that is accumulating this debt is one of this nonsense again. Giving positions now, you don't know how many now. That is how state governors to get pension. State governors get pension. Senators get pension. House of Rep members get pension. In a country where the ordinary man on the streets cannot afford a 50 loaf of bread.
Many people here that we are standing they don't know where their next meal is going to come from.
You said what?
Many people standing here, they don't know where their next.
Everybody standing here.
Many.
Everybody standing here. I said many. You, except for you now, because you're a media man. Yes, you're a media man.
What will happen?
You could probably go and interview Ashwaju and you give me Ghana must go. Yes.
Me interview Ashwaju.
Yes, not today. I know the media person. You might get a call, Christian. Oh yeah, come. Let me bankroll you. Come and grant 3 minutes interview. Oh yeah. And then after the interview,
you know my stand. You know my stand.
What's your stand?
Okay.
I don't know. Tell me your stand. Tell me your stand. Because even the press too, they're because of the problem. They are glorifying politicians. They are glorifying them. Yes. They are glorifying politicians. When we wanted to air nonsense, he called channels, he called the rights, he just to Port How much did he give to them? When someone who want to commission But if you call Arise TV, call channels, why can't the anchors tell them that?
Mind
Governor,
you, it is the
it's
responsibility
uh,
of the press to report,
to the,
report stories,
how
report,
many of the stories ever since happenings, bad things have been happening in Nigeria. How many of the pressmen have come publicly to condemn government policies
no, the
and
pressmen
actions?
don't have that.
They
It's
don't have
not
what?
their prerogative to condemn. They show
So
you
who's right to condemn?
whether it's black, they show you black, whether it's white, so
Show you
it's
black,
now
show you-
left for
And
you to use your judgment.
behind the scene, you guys get envelope. They laugh. They laugh. Behind the scene, it is the duty of the press to tell us
To report stories,
to report stories. So behind the scene, there are some stories where the politicians will say, okay, I don't want this in international journalists, and they will kill that story. Is it happening in Nigeria? Yeah, pressman. Is it happening in Nigeria?
I don't know why you are
It
picking on me this morning.
It is whatsoever the politicians want the press to report. That's what they will report. Yes. Aside from Sarah reporters. And for Flip TV. I don't know, maybe Flip TV for now, he is not biased. I don't know if tomorrow now if he support Ashwaju because many people I don't trust you guys.
Okay, as far as they are taking care of us, no wala.
Who is taking care of you? Politicians.
They.
Who are the day? They don't get them. As they pay them, it is sweet us. As they don't get them.
Okay, let's look at Suleiman. Let me ask you that question. Fatal. Is it? I want to say accident, not accident. The assassination attempt. Is it the bulletproof car or the anointing oil? That's the question that people are asking. Yeah, because there's a protection, kind of spiritual protection.
Which stupid brother? Why influence that spiritual protection over the guy who died? It should have at least released that mantle on the guard, on the 7 policemen that lost their life. It's just what saved him. He said that too. He said it was from the bulletproof car that saved his life. And now, so many persons are now attributing this as the attack of Fulani herdsmen. I don't know why people will not even read the genesis of the story. Everything that Fulani herdsmen. What happened? Since 2017, he has been having scandals about with celebrities and that celebrity. These people fell sick, and then they have been saying Apostle lay curse on them. So I don't know if it was fake. I don't know who sponsored the attack, but I know he have been having issues, scandals with so many celebrities. But for the attack, I don't know where the attack is coming from. But I know he has been
outspoken also.
About what?
In politics, he has been outspoken.
He speak about Papa this person. Oyedepo. What has been saying is go get your PVC. As he come out publicly to attack any politician, Baba will stay in that water and attack Buhari. Yes. What he has been saying is that Nigerians, Christians should go get their PVC.
So there's no political undertone.
There's no political undertone. I think where this is coming from is from the scandal he has involved, where they say he slept with them, he did not sleep with celebrity. So there are so many, he has been involved in so many scandals. So I don't know how true it is. But for people to come and say it is the blood of Jesus, fine, the blood of Jesus exists. But my brother,
you don't believe that somebody can be saved by the grace of God?
No, I'm not overriding that fact. But my brother, he should have released that man too for his body's guy too. Not only I get the grace. So his guide, all his body guide, who did they serve? The devil. My brother, what saved him that time? See, Jesus Christ too said, "Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar." For the fact that you're a man of God does not mean you will come to the road and stand and say motor will not hit you. Go there, make it save you now. Go stand for road, make it save because I'm a man of God. I'm a Christian. The Bible says I will not die. Go stand for road. Go stand for road. Bible don't kill you.
Okay.
See, Bible say watch and pray. Abi, Bible will talk and say watch and pray. Watch and pray. So you know me say when you see death, make you don't know. Make you,
Okay, Adeleke will sack Oyetola's 12,000 newly. No, few days of you going out. You employed 12,000 newly employed workers.
the governor of the state is a madman. He's a madman. When the state is in financial crisis, while he was the governor, why didn't he employ them? Now you want to create more hardship problem for the state. He said that Osun State is one of the least states when it comes to financial allocation. Now, a governor that could not pay salary for like 16 months, he has been owing salary.
You can't employ new people.
No, it's part of the world. Now, we cause more havoc and then more hardship for ourselves. See, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That see now, he want to make the government unbearable for the incoming governor. You see politics of hatred. That is it. He is the governor. The first day where after swearing in, everybody
Deserve everything.
even the local government election he did. He did not do local government election for good 4 years. He could not do local government election. Now he saw that he has lost election. He wants to leave. Now he now conducted election, local government election. They say and then employ 12,000. Where this man wants the money fund all these people? Now if the government, if the incoming governor now believe them of their job, they go say this governor wicked oh, this governor wicked oh. You see kind of politics we play.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. David.
Don't forget the media guys are the fourth realm in the country. So you guys should always report
I will give them the reason.
the reasons and no, not you. Don't be biased. Not you. And for Mr. John, even are there for APC rally, they cover APC rally.
You don't talk with the apple.
They don't cover APC rally.
I don't get what you want to talk
What's
about.
it again?
Don't talk your mind.
Talk say TV boss na APC.
Because they always supported this. Do you mean see me as somebody where they have
as they paying them,
they sweet us?
Good morning.
You don't say when you say the truth. Some persons, let me tell you, we know supporters of APC Christian. I'm not accusing you, but the way they behave, we know say is like.
It's like.
You understand? It's like.
No, we don't support anyone.
But anyone.
We are for nobody.
Flip TV has right to support any political.
No, we don't have a right
Party.
to support. No,
No, you suppose.
No.
You are sure. Okay, are you telling me you're not going to cast your vote?
You don't have a right.
Ethic of journalism, right?
Yeah.
But you have somebody you are going to vote that day.
I'm not voting.
For.
I'm not voting.
Oh.
We monitor the election.
We
monitor the election.
Their job for money. They are not doing politics.
For humanity.
They are doing for money.
For money. You mean political media
Yeah,
platforms?
all those media platforms. They are not supporting anybody. They can
And when you give them money, they will support you.
they are doing their job.
Mr.
They don't need to
Don't
tell
worry,
you.
don't
They are
worry,
doing
don't
their
worry.
job.
Don't worry.
When you give them their money, are they going to support?
Let's look at fair government budget, 13.8 billion naira for Obasanjo, Jonathan, IBB, Atiku, and others.
Yes.
13.8 billion naira.
That's the emolument. What do you call it? It's just like part of their pension or something like that. That they paid Chagara until death. Nigerian president is the most powerful president in the world, whether educated or uneducated. 13 point something billion. When we don't have food, we don't have light, no light. Most of the amenities are not fixed, and that more kind of amount is going to retired persons. Upon their, what do you call it, the kind of fat income they earned during their.
Or they are billionaires already.
See, they made money already. Listen, they are all billionaires, all of them. Anybody that ruled Nigeria, start
For
from
6 months.
for 6 months has become a billionaire. Do you know the kind of allowances that go to them anytime they travel overseas? They don't make use of the whole allowances. They kick back,
Contract.
contract,
All of them, they have many companies. They filled their relatives as the owners. Oil wells, that they are the owner in the Niger Delta area. Let me tell you, these people are billionaires already, but you can see, they pay you until you die. Do you see the point I'm making here? Obasanjo is still receiving billions. When they say 13 point something billion, name the name of the past president, divide 13 by 8. I don't know what I understand. Okay, I don't want to do that because it will take us time. But let me give you the living ones instances like Chagari is gone. David is still alive. Jokub Gowon is still alive. Do you understand? Buhari, Obasanjo, Jonathan, Yaradua is gone. Listen to me. Jonathan, Buhari, Obasanjo, Gowon, Abdul Salam Abubakar, Abacha is gone. I think 5 of them. Babangida 6 divided by 13. You are talking about 2 point something billion each. Okay, no. Atiku is a vice anyway. The number will come down. I mean, the amount is going to receive. I didn't understand. And the other vices that are living, I don't know who was Obasanjo's vice then. It was Yaradua. Yaradua was done. No, Obasanjo in the first 1976. It was Omusa. Yaradua, that one gone. Do you understand? Divide it. Billions. Again, people that have served. People that are supposed to be, helping us to make money, more money.
Just be in jail.
Thank God, most of them are supposed to be in jail. Because if you look at these presidents now, Adibin Yaradua is alive. He's a good man. Are you listening to me? Buhari served before. He committed many crimes. As Buhari is serving now, he's still committing crimes. Are you listening to me? All of them, almost all, should be in jail. Are you listening to me? Look at Jonathan that ruled. Do you see what flood is doing there? Jonathan is among the internally displaced persons. Jonathan, Nigerian former president, is among the internally displaced persons. You see it? He's sending you message. I like that caption. Jonathan is among. A man that ruled Nigeria for 6 years. He turned his back on the south. He developed north. He faced north. Developed their road links. Gave them schools. Empty Alumajeri schools. Over 1,000 in number. Go there. Rodents, reptiles. They are home this time around. See, rain has fallen. Flood. Rivers overflow its banks. What is happening to Bayelsa now is what? Another
disaster.
Thank you. Disaster. Flood. Everywhere merged. Jonathan's mansion submerged. Otueka, the home country of Jonathan, Otueka, submerged. Someone that ruled Nigeria 6 years is not free. Let me tell you, that man is corrupt. All of them should be in jail. But see, they map out 13 point something billion loot for them. It's another way of bribing the previous presidents.
Right.
So that they will support the present faulted one. As far as I'm concerned, this regime is faulted. Giving them that kind of amount is like giving Obasanjo bribe. Support me now. You don't oppose me so much. Jonathan Oya, Chagare, are you dead? 2, you are dead. Go down. Sorry. I don't know what I understand. Maybe the vice to Chagare then was still. Must be alive. No, Ekweme is gone. So let me tell you, these people are corrupt. If you become a Nigerian president, you become a murderer, you become a law-free man. Yes, you are above the law. The law, the arms, long arms, stretched arms of the law can never, ever catch up with you because you are Nigerian president. Whatever you do, final. Whatever you say, final. Kill all your kinsmen, final. Kill Igbo kinsmen, final. Kill Yoruba kinsmen, nobody will question you. Kill Yoruba, attack Yoruba because you are Mr. President, maybe from Urobo or Ijo or Efike Bibio. Attack Yoruba, you are free. Don't you see what Jonathan was doing during his own time? He turned his back on us. He faced Alumajeri. Are you seeing it? Is it not good? Okay, now that Buhari is ruling, some persons are say Raphael Tresvant, Raf is always one-sided. He's siding this people, he's siding this people. When now that Fulani man is Nigerian president, he turned his face to Igbos, Yoruba, Ejo Robo. He's feeding us well. He's not killing anybody, Abi, because Jonathan went there and become Madam. Mrs. Peace. peace ambassador, at detriment of his people. Ejo, peace ambassador, at detriment of the Southerners. Peace ambassador that turned his back on what? Educational system only in the South. In the North, educational system over there favored. Almajiri, go school under 3. We will pay you money. Jonathan was paying them money. Bursary award that was cancelled during my time when I was in secondary school. Bursary award is still in progress in the North. That's why educational system in the North is rubbish till today. Educational system there is nonsense. If I see anybody that is a professor in the North, if I know that you went to school in the North, I will never respect you. I'm saying it because I know what happened to Jubril. No, not Jubril of Sudan. Aminu. Yes, Jubril Aminu. The former petroleum minister, some of you might remember, you might not, someone like Efan Udenze or Chima Udenze. He was the petroleum minister during Babangida regime. He was a professor. What happened? Do you know? You don't know. Nsuka said no, they are not going to honor him as a professor because they don't see him as a professor. Thank you. Christian is now a witness. It happened to Pantami. You are minister of what? Is it
NCC, communication.
Thank you. They said no. They won't recognize him as a professor. You hear that? So let me tell you, the educational system there is nonsense because when I sat for my what? Common entrance examination in the 80s, you know how it be now? If you don't get 36 or 30, 35, 32, 30, 29 in southeastern Nigeria, nobody will look at you. Do you know what? Do you know my score? I won't tell you. But in the North, they take 13, 15, 10, 9. Somebody from my family got 18. They say, no. You won't enter secondary school. From my own house, my family. You hear that? Educational system is rubbish because the people handling our affairs, the affairs of Nigeria, are uneducated. People that are from that geography. Not somebody like Buhari. Educational system is rubbish. Our students going back to school again, alas, everybody is applauding Minister of Labor, Ngige, because the issue has been settled between Education Ministry and what? Labor Minister, thank you, or let me say federal government. So ASU strike is gone. Let our rubbish educational system continues. Let me tell you, not educational system there is quite different. So if you like, instead of suffering yourself in the South, go school in Meduguri, go school in Kano State, go school to Zamfara so that you will enjoy yourself. People are scoring 38, 380, 85 in 1985. He studied hard and he made it for JAMB. Go to North so that your cut-off mark will be how many? How many now? 90. You will go to university. After studying there, somebody will be contesting for presidency in the South, and he made it 385. Cut-off mark in WAEC. You that got 90. You will be contesting with that person. If that person is campaigning, you will go there and talk nonsense. Somebody got 385. I won't mention them so that the guy will not be embarrassed. In 1984, and in 1984 he was working with Union Bank. Ask me his age. 18 years, man. Ask yourself when this guy made it to secondary school, to university, and graduated and was working with Union Bank at Aba. He sat work for somebody. I was there, man. Work broke on. He bought it by himself. Brought up in Lagos State, an Anambra boy. 385. So let me tell you, educational system is rubbish in the North. It's not the same in the South. That's why every examination here, we read until our eyeballs will be gushing out water. Water will be coming from your eyes. Because if you get 300, nonsense. 350, nonsense. 380, so that you will be among the what? The erudites, the icons, the academias. Are you listening to me? We study hard here to make names. They are there just to enjoy money. At the end of the month, everybody go to under mango tree. They will go home with Ghana must go. Educational system of Nigeria, faulted or not faulted, it's faulted. Everything in this country is faulted.
Are they patriotic, this past president?
The past presidents are not patriotic. If they are, they wouldn't have received that kind of reward or prize or incentive. The money is too, what? Job breaking. Why should you receive 1.something billion when you have retired? How much was Nigerian workers, laborers asking for, fighting for last year? That lasted for almost 2 years now. Minimum wage of 30,000. Somebody that ruled Nigeria before, he made his money, he made his contacts. Money, 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 money. Companies he had everywhere. His money lodged in South Africa, Absa. Some in what? Northwest London. Everywhere outside Nigeria. Nigeria president, they had money there. And now they are receiving billions. You are asking me a question about patriotism. Do you know the meaning of patriotism? Is Obasanjo a patriotic man? Some of you that might be grumbling, Raphael, attack. Jonathan Mel. You might ask me if Jonathan is not a patriotic man. Obasanjo could not be a patriotic man. If he is, Atiku, that is coming to rule you again. See, he will rule, that one, he don't pocket him. This one, after he rule it again, he go make him, what? 20 billion to each and every one of them. Buhari that is signing this money out for retired president or retired persons or people that, have expired on public office. Are you listening to me? He is doing this so that when he goes home, when he goes to Niger, we get sense now, 419 cents, everybody sense, so that this kind of money will go into his bank account. Buhari will retire soon. In 4 months' time, no Buhari again. He will go home so that billions will be going into his account. He will marry Aicha. Aicha will turn white plus white plus white. That is snow. Because that is who they are. They want to eat money and make money, mass money. To the extent that the whites are asking, these people, are they mad? What are you doing with billions? Even Bill Gates. Bill Gates is tired of billions, which is why sometimes he visits poor countries, pay some money, help some businesses, to lift such establishments up. They are tired of billions. Can you die of billions? If you die of billions, are they going to bury you? When you die, you go to the same Mother Earth where the poor man goes. What is this kind of madness about billion? See, in case you don't understand what I'm saying, you Nigerians in diaspora, some of you that are critical, listen, criticize me. They are going home, retired president. President went on rule Nigeria before. Let me speak pidgin English. Buhari has approved 13-point-something billion for Atiku as a vice president formally. Obasanjo as Nigerian president formally. I listening to me, I'm not being racial or tribal this time around. Yakubu go on, meaning what? What's the meaning of Yakubu in Christian? Is it Yakubu meaning what? Joseph? No, you. Yakubu go on is trying to receive. Is that Lokoja submerged 14 days ago underwater. He's on this river floor, on the floor of river. Lokoja, Kasina Allah has come. River Benue is annoyed. They are swallowing the whole Benue indigenes. And Sagare, what do you call this man? Atiku, Yakubu, go on. The other man, Jonathan is busy collecting pension. What about those people whose house submerged in Bayelsa State? What is he doing with that money? Those are the people that should be paying money now so that there will be no Kwachoko. Children will not be dying. Go to Anambra, you see where people are suffering. All the houses there have been swallowed. Otuacha houses in Onitsha axis. Yes. Ntejokuzo everywhere in Nsube. Omabara River is annoying. Join with what? Oyi River and Dezu, they have swallowed all our houses. Our houses have been submerged. And we are signing out this kind of billion. Where is NEMA again? NEMA, meaning National Guinea Emergency Management Authority or whatever. Where is NEMA? That money should be budgeted or paid into NEMA account so that they will take care of what? Victims or persons of natural disasters that fall into natural disasters.
Wike Umahi and Dakwabiodun for other governors back federal government awards on projects.
Wike backing award, let me tell you. I like all this thing. Wike back award because he carried gun, he invited soldiers during the NSAS protest. He shot everybody.
That's a project.
Thank you so much. Do you know what I call it? Econ projects. The Econ projects, hitman to the federal government. They sent him. He killed people from Igbocha. He killed many in River State. He wasted a lot of blood he merits this kind of award from Buhari. Are you listening to me? Dr. Biodu from Ogun State. Christian, take back from the axis of Ojodu Beggar. Back all your way into Ogun State. It is gallops, bumps. Oh my God. They will greet you. They will tell you, welcome to Ogun State, the poorest, the most neglected states of the Federation. The most neglected state of this country is Ogun State. Ogun State is thinking with bad road. Deplorable, unbearable, nasty, galloping roads everywhere, every nook and cranny. Do you know how many people that lost their lives 2 months ago at the axis of Alagbore? Alagbore is sharing border with Ichaga, Lagos. Alagbore is almost Lagos because ask me why. The government of that state is not favoring the indigenes, the residents. So some of them, they left their house, come to us in Lagos, swearing for Ogun State governor that they would like to be here. Why must Ogun State be claiming Alagbore? Alagbore is part of Lagos because they want to belong, they want to be part of us. Are you listening to me? Because Ambode did good work in Lagos State. The people that live in that axis, they are telling you that they are living in Lagos State. And anytime weekend comes, they come to enjoy themselves here in Lagos. Are you listening to me? So the award that Dr. Biodu or whoever has received from Buhari is because he's an APC governor. The perceived enemies are not going to be given any award. Okay, let me ask you a question, Christian. Is autumn name there? No, now I'm telling you that they are giving award to the most corrupt governors in the country. Listen, Mwike won an award. Is a governor under PDP. Thank you, Bob, for shooting over 1,000 men from Igbocha, River State, and earned him such award. He aimed to earn this award given to him. He aimed to earn this award given to him, and he succeeded on getting it. Have you understood me now? Understand where I'm going? Let me ask you again. PDP, any PDP governor there? Only Wike. Autumn name is not there. Okay, I have a question for you. Thank you so much. Did Obi no rule Anambra State well? Did Obiano not perform? Are you listening to me? Where is Ambode of Lagos State, APC, that did well, accurately well? Where is the award? See, he should call Sanwo-Olu for this award. Maybe he made a mistake. No, if you look at him, okay, Sanwo-Olu is there. That's good. Hope Uzodinma must be there because he went there to Imo State. He executed the what? The ECOM project. Handed over to him. Thank you. Under the contractual agreement is that on no circumstances shall you not receive such award after killing and maiming people from Amuma, Olu, Imo State, killing across the Imo State with Anambra border, people from Osumohu, Ihiala, Asia, Mudansu, Awamama, kill them, kill all of them. And Uzodinma is doing his work well by killing over 14 boys that went on marriage ceremony in Imo State. Why shouldn't they give him an award? Uzodinma deserved that award from his what? Tyrannical dictator. Buhari. Give them award that are doing well. Don't give good people award because good people are not for this regime. Okay, why shouldn't they call all those fake bishop, Aboro bishop that I saw mounted on Okada, driving Okada? They deserve award too. He forgot their name. He should invite all those. My brother, let me leave them here.
Thank you very much. I have Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew.
See, Solicitor General. You know, Solicitor General, Chigoze.
Good morning.
I saw you are Solicitor General.
Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Oh, yeah, come.
Good morning, Mr. Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
There's this issue that I want to look at. How do we get to work on the Constitution? How possible would it be to work on the 1999 Constitution to avert all these things that are happening?
It's as good as the authorities accepting to rework the Constitution because they are the greatest beneficiary of the lopsided and fraudulent nature of the Constitution. A situation where the office of Mr. President of Nigeria can do and undo. The office of Mr. President of Nigeria has so much power. I don't think it's like that in other places in the world. So it is a function of the government, the people in government, accepting that these things are wrong. Let us get it right. I'll give you an instance. Look at Yaradua. He won an election conducted by his party. And he came out to tell the world that the election that brought him into office is marred with irregularities. That is somebody who is sincere, who is patriotic. And he wanted to have a reform that will engender good electoral process. But unfortunately, he died. So we need a president like Jonathan too, who once said that his ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. And he demonstrated it in the way he handed over power. We need people like that who do not have inordinate ambition.
No, many have
cling
said
to
that
power.
Jonathan is a beneficiary of this flawed system.
I'm not saying he's not a beneficiary, but I'm telling you, haven't attained that position. Even as he was seeking a second term, he said that his ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. And we see that demonstrated in the way and manner he handed over power. Not somebody who will be telling you that if you do not win, he will form a parallel government. And bamboo, what do they call it, will leak blood and all that. So, for me, until we have a leadership that is sincere, that is ready to right a wrong, that is when we can rewrite the constitution. Whether we like it or not, the constitution is 40. I can tell you that you have 68 items on exclusive legislative lists. And these are areas that is stampeding development. Most of those things need to move to concurrent lists so that the state houses of assembly and national assembly can address it. But the way it stands, those things that are on exclusive list, the states cannot handle it. So for me, it has to do with a leader that is patriotic.
Okay.
Patriotic to the point of admitting that though my office has this enormous power, my office do not need it. Because I will tell you that the reason they want to retain that enormous power is because of fear of doing the right thing. Because if you have a feeling, a belief that you will do the right thing, you will not be afraid of being prosecuted. Benjamin Netanyahu, as a prime minister of Israel, was questioned by Israeli police twice before he left office. The wife was convicted when they entered plea bargain. Along the line, they were charged of going to grocery stores to buy things, whereas a chef and money have been allocated for the running of government house. So for them, it's a misappropriation of fund. So in Nigeria, nobody can even call that misappropriation of fund. So we need a leader that will admit that though my office has this enormous power, but I don't need it. We need transparency and accountability.
The beavers, politicians are afraid of beavers. They are planning a vote of no confidence on that technology.
I don't think the vote of no confidence will work. Because for me, the bimodal accreditation has come to stay. Because it has added credibility to the electoral process. And INEC, through the National Commissioner on Voter Education, have repeatedly maintained that the use of beavers have come to stay. So it's irrespective of the campaign, it's irrespective of anybody's opinion, the world, the Nigerians, everybody have seen that beavers have come to add credibility to the electoral process, and we cannot go anything below that standard.
Okay, let's look at the Wike Umahi 14 Governors Bag Awards on projects.
You may need to mention other names, but that of Wike.
We have Opus Odima, we have some law of Lagos State, we have most of them are APC governors. Most.
But let me speak generally. Let me say that for me, I think Wike deserve that honor. Because it's irrespective of our opinion of his political approach. But when it comes to delivery on projects, I think they have done well. Though from what we are seeing, the state have borrowed so much. But I think the project on ground is justifying the borrowing. Because whether you like it or not, you cannot take it away from Rivers State that Wike is not executing project, inaugurating project, commissioning project almost every week, almost every month. So I think Wike deserves that award. Then the governor of Ebonyi State, I do not like his political approach, but that award he deserves it. Looking at what is on ground in Ebonyi State, I think David Umahi deserves the award. I can see my friend here; he's from that state. But what I'm saying authoritatively is that I believe that David Umahi he deserves the award. Sanwo-Olu, I cannot say Sanwo-Olu deserves the award because I have not seen much on ground. Though I do not know in the area of his award. Is it in the area of projects? Infrastructure.
Project.
I do not think a Sanwo-Olu deserves the award because I can see
The train, the blue.
it's a work in progress. But we are looking at somebody who have done exceedingly well. Give it to Wike, I don't have issue with that. Give it to David Umahi, I don't have issue with that. And it's even unthinkable to say somebody will stay in office as a governor for 4 years. There's no project on ground. That you see one or two projects is not enough to say. Another thing is the project you are seeing, is it commensurate with the money that has been expended, with the revenue that accrues to the state coffers? So look at Ambode. Ambode deserved an award because this is somebody that has passion for infrastructural development, and you can see all nook and cranny of Lagos State. The that person is it that Abiodun what do you call him? I don't know why they are giving such one. Hope Uzodinma. That one have no need to receive any award. What did you say?
The one that the president
Is it
commissioned.
A road project or two? Is that what you are? Is that what is attracting award? For me, Hope Uzodinma do not deserve any award. And tell people Zulum deserve an award because you see it's a Boko Haram ravaged state, and you see the level of infrastructural development trying to rebuild the public, the government infrastructures that have been devastated by insurgents. I think he's doing well. Then which other person?
We have Bala Mohammed.
Bala Mohammed of Bauchi. Maybe I don't know why they are giving that one award though. Because he's the one that once said that Fulani man is a global citizen. That he doesn't need permission from anybody to move around with AK-47 or so. Yaya Bello of Kogi State.
Yes.
I don't see any reason why that one should get any award.
No, yes, I say everybody, you don't see any reason.
The one I feel is my personal opinion. I told you, I say Wike deserve an award. Zulu deserve an award. David Umahi deserve an award. Erufai deserve an award in one area by my own consideration. Because in the whole Nigerian political setting, it's only in Kaduna State you see the state-owned, controlled electoral body who conduct election, opposition will win election. They conducted local government election, PDP won in some local governments. I've not seen that happen. Abuja is more of a liberal city. It's the capital. I'm telling you, a state that is controlled by APC. I've not seen that happen in any of PDP or APC controlled states apart from Kaduna State. So if you are Osun State, you are talking of general election where INEC is conducting. I'm telling you, election that was conducted in an APC controlled state, Kwara State, PDP won. You say?
PDP won.
You are not getting what I'm saying. Let me give you an insight of what I'm saying. Look at Lagos State. The son of no, not Lai Mohammed. This former minister of the son of Obasanjo contested as a local government chairman under PDP, and his father was in PDP. He was perceived to have won that election. they rig him out. But when the father returned to APC, in the same constituency, he contested as a House of Assembly rep member. He won. What I'm saying is that the way Nigerian governors run their states, run state electoral umpire, they use it against other opponents. And I'm saying that it's only Kaduna State that is doing justice, that they will conduct election, you will see opposition winning, even local government chairman. So on that ground, an Erifai deserves an award as unbiased politician.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Matthew. I have Mr. Mr. Akugudem, good morning.
Yeah. Shall we pray? In Jesus' name, our Heavenly Father, God Almighty, I thank thee, I praise thee, I worship thee for making it possible for me to be available today, making it possible for all of us to be alive, making it possible for our viewers abroad to be alive. Father, I thank thee, I praise you. Be glorified in Jesus' name. I thank thee even for keeping Nnamdi Kanu alive. No matter what they are doing, he's still alive. Daddy, I thank thee for your hand of protection, of deliverance be upon him. Father, I say be praised in Jesus' name. I thank thee on behalf of Philip TV, who made it possible for us to view our mind and the state of the nation of Nigeria. Father, be blessed, be magnified. On behalf of Philip TV in Jesus' name. I thank thee on behalf of Simon Ekpa, Autopilot, Omada Autopilot, IPOB Autopilot, ESN Autopilot, whom we are using as a tool to drive the vandals away, to drive the vendors away, to drive the enemies away from the land of Biafra. Father, be praised, be magnified in Jesus' name. I thank you on behalf of Sunday Bohu. I thank you on behalf of Mateku. I thank you on behalf of the Republic. Father, be praised, be magnified. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Let's move on. Federal government budget 13.8 billion for Obasanjo, Jonathan, IBB, Atiku, and others.
You see, Buhari, the so-called Buhari, who budgeted this money, and his APC government, you should remember that Jonathan did this type of thing. When Jonathan was in power, he tried to accuse Jonathan. He was embezzling the money. He was misusing the money. Not trying to accuse, he accused. He was embezzling the money. He was misusing the money. The first time they entered into power in 2015, both Oshumale, the former governor of Edo State, and all of them abused Jonathan, said they are fraud, they defraud, they do this thing. Until when they trace and see that the money they said Jonathan embezzled, Jonathan regime embezzled, part of it was given to Buhari as entitlement before they tried to sweep things under the carpet. Now Buhari himself don't come up. The so-called Buhari don't come up and give this type of thing to these people. This is why I said it last time, that as far as these old cargoes, these old layers are still in power, controlling the Nigerian system of governance, Nigeria will never go anywhere. All of them that fought on behalf of Nigeria against Biafra, that are alive, both the dead and the life, did not fight for the unity of Nigeria, did not fight for the progress of Nigeria. They did not fight for the fairness of Nigeria. They did not fight for the truth of Nigeria. They fought for their own pocket, which is what they are receiving now. This is what they are receiving now. None of them will like Nigeria to divide. If Obasanjo allowed Nigeria to divide, Babangida allowed Nigeria to divide, Abu Salam, Tudu Abubakars, Gowon, Danjuma, if they allow Nigeria to divide, who will pay them this money? Ariwa to Ariwa, Biafra to Biafra, Oduduwa to Oduduwa. Then if Jonathan comes and say, Biafra, pay us, pay me, we ask him, do you rule Nigeria or Biafra? If Obasanjo say Oduduwa pay him entitlement, they will ask him, did you rule Oduduwa or Nigeria? If Gowon, Babangida, the two Atikus, the two Abubakars, Absalam Abubakar, Atiku Abubakar, even Danjuma come and said, Ariwa pay me. They will ask him, did you rule Ariwa or rule Nigeria? Go to the people that you rule to pay your entitlement or to pay you your whatever allowances of retirement, whatever they call it. This is why they've never allowed Nigeria to rule. This is why they're pushing Obi to go there, to hold the power for them, for them to be embezzling. This is what they made Obasanjo mostly went ahead, do everything to bring Obi out. Is it this one the first time people man want to rule Nigeria? Is it this time the first time people man are crying to rule Nigeria? They refuse. But when they say that Biafra is going, when Biafra go, they will lose their oil block. They will use the gas. They will lose everything. Now they are pushing Obi to stay there, to hold the country together for them to go to loot. This is looting. This is looting. My father was a pensioner. How many people remember him to pay him? We have pensioners. But remember, I think last year or last 2 years, federal government want to dip hand in pensioners' money to use it. That Nigeria don't have money, but they have this one to give only few people for themselves, the key holders, for themselves. Without them, Nigeria will never be. You see what we are saying? The corrupt in the government, the corrupt in the system, it's not from the youth, it's from the so-called elderly people, elderly statesmen. Is this how they are statesmen? Okay, look at it. Part of these people that receive this money are the people that take $16 billion to build electricity where we don't have up to today. From 1999 to 2007, they built electricity with $16 billion. And today we haven't seen electricity. And they are still receiving this amount as their benefits. Now, the people are receiving this amount. We are in the time of Gulf War. $12.5 billion. Gulf, oil wind Gulf War. Dollars missed up to today, 1991, up to today. And they are part of people receiving this money. Understand what I'm saying? Abacha left, after the Abacha death, Abacha left $7.5 billion in reserve. The same people are going to receive this money, rule for 9 months, for 3-point-something billion or $4-point-something billion under 9 months, vanish from reserve. Vanish. Now they're still receiving this money. Jonathan was received this money. Okay, if Jonathan received this money, is it going to take it to build Bayelsa now or to his pocket?
His homeland is
underwater. Is he going to take it to build it now? When he wasn't able to build it, when he was the president, is he going to take it to finish Niger Bridge that he only meant to pillar for 6 years and did nothing?
I think they have completed it.
They haven't completed it.
The second Niger Bridge.
They haven't completed it. Although recently I haven't traveled.
Travel now.
Because the last time I traveled on December, return on January, return on February 2022, that bridge was still hanging. They haven't completed. But within this period, I haven't traveled to see how it is. These people are people that invest in Nigeria and they have account, foreign account. These people, one of them have a mansion that is 50 bedroom in one building. Hilltop mansion. Some of them have library that is more than Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen Elizabeth own library. Hilltop library. Operation Food the Nation. They have it. Operation Food the Nation. They are fooling us up to today. These are the people. Then tomorrow, you say Nigeria go better. Let's pray for Nigeria. God to save for Nigeria. No, God caused Nigeria. Nigeria have caused themselves. Nigeria have caused themselves. Look at the type of ex-leaders we are having. They don't sympathize the masses. They are building the money into their pocket. And we are suffering. Waiting for grant. Waiting for loan. Borrowing money. And you have this type of money. to give only to 5 or 6 people. The one looted from 9 years, the one who ruled Nigeria, he looted the half of central bank to Britain. When they raised it up, he said, it is lie. He did not do so. When Murtala overthrew him because of corruption, Murtala overthrew Gowon because of corruption. And he's alive. Okay, the money this money they acquired by this age, what are they going to take it to do? They acquired this money by this age. I'm not praying for their death, God forbid. But if you see them by age, they are almost to say hallelujah. But they're still after this money. Okay, what do they think we should do? What do they think the youth will do? And this money, plus the one they embezzle, they never use it to do any investment in Nigeria. Had they been able to do investment, employing people, employing the youth, Nigeria could not have been like this. Look at it.
Okay. Let's look at Wike Umahi, Sonlu, El-Rufai, Dr. Abiodun, other governors bag federal government awards on projects.
Which projects?
Infrastructure. No?
Which infrastructure? Federal government himself. Tell me the infrastructure federal government did. How much more? The state governors. Second Nigeria for how many years? Only that one? Infrastructure.
The rail.
Okay, the rail. It will be built on Niger to connect Niger. That's infrastructure for us.
Abuja, Kaduna.
All the whole rail in Nigeria, all the whole rail in Nigeria that this present Nyanti Allah Fulani APC government of Nigeria, all the whole rail they built was linked to Niger. They built for the purpose of Niger. From a Butamenta here, they built for purpose for Niger, for them to be coming in. Is it that project? Now, these people are backing the project. Like my colleagues have said already. I don't need to repeat what they said. That's exactly what I want to say. But watch out, all the whole people that back this award, all of them are corrupt. All of them are Fulani.
Okay.
All of them are Fulani servants. Sowolu. All of them are Fulani servants. All of them are Fulani servants. Oh yeah, the chief servant of Fulani. Because they please their paymaster. Their paymaster have to tell them congratulations by giving them award. Can they give that award?
You're not in government, so you're not the governor.
I'm not in governor. I'm not a governor. I'm not in government. Okay. Can they? Okay. Now, let them go and give Nnamdi Kanu award because he's in government. Nnamdi Kanu is in government. He's with them in Aso Rock, in Abuja there. Let them call him and give him award. Let them call Simon Ekpa and give him award. I will know that yes, they're giving award to good people.
They have been proscribed now.
Nobody prescribed them. The next thing you hear now, Gumi, the next one to receive award that will be Gumi.
What kind of award?
Award of patriotism. Good Nigeria. Remind him now to receive award. Why can't they call Abaribe?
Projects.
Didn't Abaribe do project in his own local government?
Governors.
Oh, okay, only governors. Only governors that are giving projects, award. They are trying. Award, corrupt awards. Okay. Award to bribe them, to continue to killing their people.
On Apostle Suleiman, you heard the story.
I'm just sharing the story this morning as I came to paper stand here. But you see,
we are wondering if he was protected by the grace of God or by the bulletproof car.
Forget about bulletproof car. His time haven't reached. Suleiman, in time haven't reached. And he was protected by grace of God, not by bulletproof. Look, if you say by bulletproof, rocket can destroy bulletproof.
The other people at the back, his escorts, they died. They were not having bulletproof, but they died. 7 persons.
You see why they die? They die as a scapegoat. They die because of they rely on human being. Because they believe Apostle Suleiman power. They don't believe in the protection of Jesus Christ. Now, Apostle Suleiman, not bulletproof protect him. The time haven't reached. proof. If you block it in the front and block it in the at the back, and there's no way for it to turn, bulletproof, it will stop. If you refuse to open the door, you take ass. You know ass to break firewood. You take ass, it will break it. It's only
while they call the police and the army.
Police and the army. When police and the army heard that is gunmen, they will run away. They will not come. But when they heard that is a IPOB, they will come. Thank God they don't link it to IPOB. Had it been it happened between Anambra, Imo, or South or Southeast, I mean Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Imo, they will say it's a IPOB. It's a ESN. It's an unknown gunman. But now I think in his hometown now, that place this didn't happen. Apostle Suleiman, I'm telling him truth as a fellow man of God. Apostle Suleiman, if whosoever will relieve it to him, Apostle Suleiman should be careful. This may be a warning from God. This may be a warning, really warning from God. Next time, I'm not praying for this to happen again for him next time. But if it happens, I thought he may escape it. Let him live his life. I'm not trying to say he's a sinner, but I have heard so many dirty stories concerning him, which I did not believe or I may believe until when it was proved right. I'm not God, but I have so many dirty stories concerning him. He's a man of God. He should be careful how he monkey himself to the society.
Okay.
He should be careful. I mean, Nigerian men of God are becoming unbecoming. They after jets. They after bulletproof. They after a large congregation. But they are not after the word that will make souls to make heaven. They after, I have the largest congregation. After that largest congregation,
okay,
how many of them will make heaven?
Okay.
They are not after that.
Thank you very much.
Thank God.
Mazi Okokondem.
Mr. Okpara, the new Okokondem, in this Second Republic of Biafra, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live IPOB autopilot. Long live Simon Ekpa autopilot. Long live Umada autopilot. Long live ESN autopilot. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You will come out peacefully. No evil shall befall upon you. No matter how they delay it, you will come out in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. You will come out with Biafra national item. You will come out with Biafra flag. You will come out with a Biafra referendum. We will march out of Nigeria, led by you. You never stop halfway. Lord Jesus Christ will never allow you to die. You come out in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. Long live Sunday Obohu. Long live Amateku. Long live Oduwa Republic. God will bless every one of us in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much.
Omo Biafra. Onana Kwanora. Onye ndiro mra buburu na chenje mgbe niile.
Yeah, Mr. Moses Fadikpe. Yes, I can see you. Good morning, Mr. Moses Fadikpe. Yes, you have the floor this morning.
How's Nigeria?
The floor this morning.
How's Nigeria? How's Lagos? Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
This story this morning about the 13.8 billion budget for Obasanjo and the rest. I was so it's so funny. I was so laughing this morning when I heard the news. Is it a country? Is it a country? Here we are, it cannot happen. It cannot happen in any advanced country in the world. When your economy is bad, totally bad, your economy is fast, and you are budgeting money for ex-president, where can you America, can you UK, no problem of erosion.
Yeah, Mr. Fadikpe, your probably is your network. The voice is breaking. You're not hearing very clear. Let's get another person this morning. Sorry, Mr. Fadikpe. Maybe you can call back. Pushmam, good morning, Mr. Pushmam, good morning. Yeah, I can see you. Yes, I can see you. You have the floor.
Yeah, Christian, good morning. I don't know why
You have the floor.
We Nigerians, most especially the youth, we always blaming the government. The budget, if all the youth in different states march to their government house, protest on the budget of 13 point something billion naira being given to ex presidents, as well as ex governors, not only the president, but here we are concentrating now on the president, not thinking of how much the governors they are budgeting on their own as well. That is the problem with all of us. We, the youth, are the problem of ourselves. Because you can't tell me if all of us match up to each and every senator, because all of us have our different senators in each state. They can amend it, or we hold them hostage. It's not a thing of we cannot do. It's not being done in the world. Nigerian presidents, governors, senators are the most paid politicians in the world. And we, the youth, we are the cause of it all. Because if, okay, let's assume that 2023, everybody say no voting till the constitution is being amended. How are they going to rule? They will be forced to do it. But all of us, one person may, okay, it's none of my business, let me go and vote. At the end, tomorrow you will blame the government. We are the fault of ourselves. Let's stop blaming government. That's number one. And in terms of award, you can give anybody in one's award. It's a free word. You can't tell me you didn't perform and you are giving an award of people that perform. Like somebody said, the only person I will advise him to give an award is even a fire for the history being made. Only governor that have conducted the election in his state and opposition won in a local government election. So giving award or not giving doesn't make sense to me. That's all I have to say for now.
Thank you very much, Push Mom, for your contribution this morning. Let's get someone else online to contribute to the program. Who else is online? Mr.
Good morning,
Steven. Good morning, Mr. Steven.
good
Yeah, I can
morning,
see
Christian.
you can
Good
contribute to
morning,
the program.
Christian, and good morning to you, Nigerians. It baffles me to hear that ex-presidents are being given billions of naira are being paid to ex-presidents. There are poor masses in Nigeria who don't even have money to eat. Those men are already made. I don't know why they are so heartless to receive that kind of amount. They have already made money. They have stolen Nigerian wealth. Please, the Abacha loot, what have they done with it? Where is that money going to? They are getting those loot from Abacha because Abacha is dead. Most of them stole more than Abacha. Nobody collected anything from them. They kept their whatever they stole. Now the money they got from Abacha, where is it? They are still embezzling it. Then they are still being paid billions. That money should have been used to pay pensioners. That money could have been used to build the dam that is causing the flood in Nigeria today. But nobody does that. Somebody like Obasanjo, who has stolen enough, he stole during his military president, his military regime. He stole during his civilian regime. Now they're still paying him. Talking about buying cars for them every 4 years, changing cars for them every 4 years. Those money could have been used to do some projects in Nigeria. Those money could have been used for the betterment of the masses. We are still returning it back to the criminals who have turned Nigeria into a poverty capital of the world. My brother, that country, Nigeria, is a scam. I don't believe in Nigeria. That country is a scam. The only thing, the best way to go is just to divide the country. Let the Biafrans go, let the Oduas go, let the Arawas go. Let them go and sort themselves out. I'm sad, my brother. I'm sad to hear this kind of news coming from the government. Thank you, my brother. I can't say much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stephen, for your contribution this morning. Yes, your point is being made. God bless you. God bless you. Let's get someone else to contribute on the program. Let's get your view, Mr. Odese Chima. Good morning, Mr. Odese Chima. You're welcome. You have the floor this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christian. Good morning, everybody out there. Happy Saturday to everybody. You know, I just want to go with the headline. It's unfortunate that few greedy individuals that call themselves politicians, I call them politicians, have mortgaged the interest and better life of over 200 million people. Unfortunately, amongst these 200 million people, there are still foolish ones that are singing and beating drums for these thieves. After going home with jumbo packets, with heavy salaries, you know, the salary of a president in a year can even take care of many families in a community, a single community, throughout the year. But irrespective of this thing, after these people must have left the office 4 years or 8 years, they will still come back and be milking the coffers of the government through the back door. How can things work out this way? Now, let me remind you, this is where the character of Mr. Peter Obi comes in. You know, each time I talk about Peter Obi, people think maybe he's from the Southeast extraction. That's why I'm supporting Peter Obi. Going by the antecedents of Mr. Peter Obi, this thing you are seeing here is not only limited to the ex-presidents. It's also extended to the ex-governors of every state. I think you know. Most ex-governors of each state, they collect money up to today. They collect cars after 4 years or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Mr. Peter Obi is the only ex-governor in the whole Federal Republic of Nigeria that has left office. Up to today, he is not collecting a dime from Anambra State. Go and verify. He will tell you, go and verify. And most of us have made verifications, and we have found out that it's true. This man is not collecting anything from the Anambra State coffers as a pension or as a gratuity or as a compensation up to today. That is where character comes in. People must think. People must use their brain. Now, apart from this, I want to digress from this topic. Yesterday, in the channels, Politics Today, news bulletin, Mr. Kayamo, the spokesman of the APC Presidential Campaign Committee, came on board and was trying to present the 80 pages bullshit that they call manifesto, which I know that Tinubu didn't know where that thing was written. He was trying to present it. The anchor, Mr. Kayode, asked him just a simple question. He was blabbing, trying to defend it in the useless things they have been doing in this government, this administration. Only one question, one video evidence that Mr. Kayode threw at him. Tinubu, during the 2015 presidential campaign, he was campaigning for Buhari. He made it openly that they will give students loan to students in Nigeria, that they will pay bursary, that they will not, strike will not be, there will not be any strike during the administration. Now, when that video was played, when he was making those bogus promises, he was ashamed of himself. Anybody that watched that news must agree with me that he was flawed. This is exactly the same situation. Just like I always reiterate, we have greedy and wicked politicians that doesn't have the heart of humanity. But we have 90% foolish and useless and citizen that doesn't think. If Nigerians are thinking, How on earth will somebody come out and say that he wants to vote Tinubu to become the president of Nigeria? Now, we have seen Peter Obi, we have seen Tinubu, we have seen Atiku. Okay, let's assume that all of them are thieves. But when 3 thieves are being presented to you, you go for the lesser thief. Let's say that Peter Obi is the lesser thief. At least we are from his antecedents, from his manifestos, from what we have seen so far. We know that he's a lesser thief to these big for nothing moguls that has been keeping Nigeria in perpetual poverty all these years. Nigerians, wake up! Wake up and think! Tinubu and Atiku can never offer anything to you guys. Wake up! It's now or never. God bless you, Mr. Christian, and do have a lovely weekend ahead. Thank you, my brother.
Mr. Udeze for your contribution this morning. Once again, I'll say happy weekend to you all. Click on the like button. Let's, one more person. Yeah, let's get one more person. Yes, who's online? Who's
Hello,
online
good
this
morning.
morning?
Can you hear me?
Let's get the last person this morning. Norma. Good morning, Norma. I can see
Yeah,
you. Yes, you have the
good morning. How
floor.
you doing?
I can hear you. Continue.
Yeah, good morning. You are doing a very good job. But at the same time, I want you to educate the people that are contributing so that we don't keep passing wrong information. The work you are doing is very, very tasking. And I believe that you must be abreast of what is going on before you can be an anchor of a program like this. So that when people are contributing and they are spreading wrong information, it's your duty to correct them and also to correct the viewers. As regarding what we are discussing about this morning, these are actually the reason why I said Nigeria is progressing. We're actually making progress. It might not be very, very tangible, but we're actually making progress. And this is why I said so. In some years ago, these kind of things will have passed and nobody will be aware of it, because it's not the first time that they are giving pension to retired former president, former senators, and the rest of it. But now it is coming to the public, and it's something we should be glad about. It is something we can debate. So before now, we're not even aware of it. It was all done in secrecy. But now things are coming out for us to see and for us to work on. So most
Come on. Yes, Norma, what happened? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. I can hear you. Okay. Yes, I understand what Norma is saying this morning. We are in a battlefield, and we are not in an organized setting. If you are in an organized setting, you can tell somebody wrong, right, wrong. Yes, I understand. We'll do that. With that, we'll come to the end of the program this morning. Once again, happy weekend to you till next Monday for another exciting edition of the program, Bystanders and Listeners. I'm Christian Chuku. Click on the like button. If you want to reach me on Facebook, Christian Chuku, my picture is here for any other thing. God bless you till tomorrow, till Monday. God bless you.